YouTube world, and today we've got a video of some 1 kilogram silver bars. Today I'm here with my brother. We purchase our bullion together. Really, most of the time we buy our bars together. Say hi, mate.
Hi there, everyone.
So yeah, basically just have a little banter about silver and just talk about sort of what we do and show you guys some kilo bars while we're at it. So the first one we got here is a Johnson Matthey 1 kilo. This my brother bought. Give us a little explanation of what you bought and why you bought it.
I like Johnson Matthey. I bought them for ages. You know, my missus' granddad worked for them for years over here in the UK, and I just think reputable company, cheap price. That's my key, really. I do love the back of this bar, though.
Yeah.
Those little
patina.
Yeah, and the dimples.
Dimple, that's it.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Again, these are Salt Lake City. That's what the SLC is for.
Yeah, that's right.
They're actually this is refined in the US, although Matthey's a company based in London.
Yeah.
This is actually a Salt Lake City. But then these bars are sort of real low spot price. It's going to be as close to spot as you're going to get, especially in the US. I mean, in England we've got issues with VAT and things like that, but this is about as close as you're going to get to spot. Nice and basic.
20% is horrendous.
It is. It is. I'll let you guys know about us. Basically, since we left college, it was working for banks. That's what we did. My first job was a cashier at HSBC, and then sort of rose up the ranks into the sort of trading side of it, along with my brother. And I basically really enjoyed it. It was amazing to me, really, just to see currency being created out of thin air.
Yeah, I mean, I worked in Forex, and it was unbelievable. The amount of money could be made every day.
Yeah,
I'd never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah, this is it. You see, this is why we quite like physical assets, whether it be property,
Absolutely.
Gold, silver, platinum, palladium.
And everyone should have some. That's a fact.
Yeah. Right, that's the first bar we're going to show you guys. The second one, again, it's my brother's choice. This actually found from a bullion dealer, wasn't it? It was a bullion dealer in London.
By the Savoy, yeah. It was
by the Savoy, yeah.
Good price, because you find that the old vintage bars seem to hold a big premium when they shouldn't, because it's just silver weight.
Yeah.
So when I can find them for a little bit less than a standard, say, Johnson Matthey bar, I'll always buy them.
That's it. Yeah. This is what Argor, which is now called Heraeus. You guys have seen that from the last videos. And this is Chiasso is the actual, where the refinery was, isn't it?
That's right. It's on the border of Italy and Switzerland.
So it sounds quite Italian, that Chiasso.
It is. Whenever you hear people say Chiasso, it's always with an Italian accent.
Yeah.
So you think, how's that in Switzerland? But it's very close to the border. Everything around there sounds Italian. So
right. So there we go, guys. A vintage kilo, but it's got some weight behind it, and though it's only a kilo.
It's odd, because in your last video you had a Heraeus bar which had the same look at the edge.
Yeah, the shape, sort of diamond shape.
So I wonder what the processing is to manufacture a bar like that.
I think this is a cast bar, to be fair.
Cast bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw a video with, I think it was Big Stack McGee.
Yeah.
And the back of the bar, if you look at the back of it, there's a circle.
Yeah.
And he was saying that perhaps someone had cut it out to test it, but all these bars have the same circle on the back.
Right.
So perhaps it's something to do with manufacture.
Yeah. If you guys know anything about it, drop that in the comments.
Very cool to find out what that is.
Let us know. So here we go. Oh god, Chiasso. You say it better than I do.
Chiasso.
Chiasso, yeah. Here we go. Right. Next up is local to us. This is real local.
Oh, they're heavy, aren't they?
So literally not far from the Canary Wharf Tower. If you guys are from London or know of London, one of the tallest towers we had before the Shard was Canary Wharf Tower. That's where I actually worked. These guys are just round the corner. And this is Baird & Co London. East London, based in Newham, I think, which is in East London. There you go.
Yeah, this is a beautiful bar. I had to get a few of these, actually.
1 kilogram. Baird & Co. It's thick, heavy, nice bar. It's actually it's good looking. You know, again, this is a standard bullion. They've got the 100-ounce bar as well, and they go all the way down in size. But
look at the cool lines at the bottom by the
bottom or the top.
Yeah, both
the cooling
top and
lines.
Bottom. Very cool.
It's lovely.
Very cool.
So it's still actually got the wrapper on this one.
That's actually quite interesting, because they put a film over it, which is very good for protecting it.
Yeah.
I think everyone should do it, but I suppose it would cut into profit margins. But it's still very cool. Keeps the bar nice and clean. I've got another one here. Took the wrapper off and the fingerprints all over it.
Yeah. This is why I wear the gloves. Here we go. What do you guys think of that? That's quite a nice bar. I'll try and do a little size comparison at the end, sort of show you guys an eagle. It's quite reflective. Again, most reflective element there is.
Sorry about my phone.
Here we go. Right, last one up in the bars that we've got last week. Oh, it's a dangerous table, guys.
It's going to fall down.
Right on my foot. This is metal ore bar. It's not a regular metal ore bar. This one is from Swiss Bank, which if you guys recognise the logo on a few of the other videos I've done, the three keys, it's now the logo of UBS because Swiss Bank merged with Union Bank of Switzerland and became UBS, but they kept the three key logo there. Again, this is another bar that we bought for about £40 less than the metal ore bar because it's an old bar. It's got a little dent in the side, which I quite enjoy. It's sort of character. Down there in the corner, you've got the little MP metal ore logo.
You've got a few of these UBS.
Yeah, quite a few of these. I just like them. Sorry if you can hear my son in the background. Here we go. You've got some nice pour lines down the side. All the way around, a little dip. I do like the vintage stuff, especially the vintage banking. I don't know whether I'm biased from work days, but I do enjoy them. Here we go. So I'm just going to line these up for you guys and put an eagle next to them, and we'll be back in a second. Cheers, guys. Hey guys, we're back here. This is our trusty American eagle, so you guys can sort of see a comparison. Again, I mean, it's you guys' common sense. This is a 32.15 grams. That's what these kilo bars weigh. So
Ounces.
Ounces. Sorry. See, that's why he's here. Just correct me when I make bad trades. This is a 31.1 grams, and the kilo bars are 32.15 ounces. So 32.15 of these. So you can sort of see the size there. I'll slide it over there. I mean, I can't show the thickness because I can't hold the 4 kilo bars up there, but you guys can sort of see the size comparisons. And what we were actually talking about was the JP Morgan acquiring of 50 million troy ounces of physical silver.
Yeah,
What do you guys think? I mean, what do you think?
I think it's fascinating. I think people say perhaps they're doing it to adjust prices or
Manipulate
the market, but you don't need anything physical for that. You can thoroughly manipulate the market without taking delivery of anything.
Yeah.
So
Again,
why they've bought 55 million ounces of silver, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But it's definitely worth finding out what people think about it.
Yeah, during the financial collapse, it was an issue where a lot of the traders around London were manipulating and shorting Halifax or RBS or HBOS shares, as they were called, so much that they had to cancel trading on them. You don't actually need to physically hold anything. Once, with the electronic trading world, it has literally become a casino. I mean, like derivative stuff. I mean, you guys can trade with an app. You can literally get an app that, I mean, it's similar to a gambling app, where they'll even give you free money to trade with those apps. So the fact that JP Morgan have bought and taken delivery of silver, I mean, that has something to say. To be honest with you, I mean, it is pure speculation. It really is.
Yeah,
and
people ask me what the difference between working on the stock floor and gambling is. And a lot of the time I find it hard to answer.
Yeah.
Because there are so many similarities between literally going into the bookies, putting a bet down, and working on a trading floor. Of course, you look into companies' backgrounds and histories, but you do that when you're going to put a bet down on a football game. You know what team you're putting your money on.
The difference is when you put £10 on Arsenal to beat Manchester United or whoever to beat whoever, and you lose that bet, you don't get your money back. You lost it. Unfortunately, the governments, when the banks did exactly the same thing, they bailed them out when their bet didn't come through. So that's a bit of a shame. But the reason that we actually buy silver, it's not to get rich. No. You guys must remember that if you're buying silver to try and become a millionaire overnight, that's not why you should be buying this stuff. This is insurance against those. This is hedging your bets. Now, again, the reason we buy silver is because we believe at the minute the price is quite low out of all the sort of commodity sides. Again, if I could take hold of oil, we would.
Yep.
But at the price of oil, we'd need so many barrels, the gardens wouldn't be able to hold
anything physical. It's like property. If you can buy property, buy property.
Yeah.
and try not to owe the banks as much money. Try and reduce any payments you have to pay to banks, but always try and hold hard assets: gold, silver, platinum, palladium. I mean, I say copper, but the price of copper, the amount of copper you'd have to store.
It's the same with oil, really.
Yeah, oil.
It's just a matter of it takes so much room. Again, people will say, well, gold takes a lot less room than silver because of, the density.
Yeah.
But in a way, I suppose working for the banks has got a slight greedy side where the upswing on silver, it should be greater than gold.
Yeah, and you have to be a bit greedy in this world because you have to play the game. The banks play a game.
Yeah.
And if you want to survive or get anything from it, you've got to follow the same rules. You've got to be a bit greedy. Look at silver and gold and say, look at the price difference. There is a much bigger upswing in silver.
It's about 72 times.
Yeah, I love gold, but there is a better upswing on silver, so buy silver. And even though the price is low, it could even go a little bit lower.
Yeah.
I would still buy more.
That's right. Again, it's an insurance policy, guys. When you take out your car insurance, you hope never to have to cash in on that car insurance claim.
Yeah.
That's the idea. You pay it every year, but you hope you'll never have to use it. It's just there as a backup. So if things do go wrong, you say, right, that's fine. I've got this instead of cash, which turns to, or gets a lot less valuable than we can. And we've seen it before. We've seen it so many times where currencies go right down to nothing. There's a lot of laughter about, Zimbabwe. Was it $100 billion? Is it $100 billion notes?
Yeah.
I heard that the man went to the shop. He did his food shopping, and when he came out of the shop, he was offended by the change, and he asked for boiled sweets instead. So that's hyperinflation for you.
Yeah.
Do I think it will get to that stage in the UK or the US or any country tied to the dollar? Maybe not. It could happen. Again, that's pure speculation.
You say we laugh about the Zimbabwean note.
Yeah.
I've seen that note around quite a bit.
Yeah.
But you hold it next to a £50 note, and what's the difference in value? What costs more to make? They probably both cost a few pence to make.
Exactly.
So the only reason the £50 is worth more is because the banks make people believe it's worth more, but it's just the same paper.
That's
Whichever one you find more pretty would probably be the best way to go about it.
That's it. You were saying as well, the Bank of England on their website, it actually states that although people believe these notes are worth £50, £20, these notes cost pence to make. If you guys can look on the Bank of England website and find the link about notes, it actually tells you clearly that these notes are worth pennies. They're not actually worth this. It's what people believe they're worth, why they're worth what they are. I think sooner or later, people are going to start to say, well, this currency is just not what we think of it. Again, most people who don't understand currency, I talk to sort of other members of family, and they'll say, I went to Tesco and I only bought a few bits and it came up to £100. And that's our currency going up. It's just sort of inflating without us even knowing it. Everything is costing more money, and no one really is knowing why things are costing so much money. But it's happening. You look at Greece; it's not looking good. I don't think the EU would like Greece to leave, but they've sort of got their backs against the wall. They're trying to talk, and
they're in such a hard situation. The amount of money they've got to pay back.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're going to manage it.
Yeah,
if they're going to try and manage it at all.
Yeah,
so
these are the situations, guys. But again, get your insurance there. It's always there. Whether you will sell it, whether you'll keep it, whether you'll pass it on to your children. It doesn't matter, just keep it. Again,
the family silver.
That's right. The saying, the family silver, it's something to hand down to your children. If you never need to cash your policy out, it's there for you guys to give to family. So guys, thanks for watching.
See you later, guys.
And let us know what you thought. Give us some comments about the JP Morgan stuff as well. And we'll see you on the next video. Cheers, guys.